Folks, it is time now for our game of the week, and we can't wait. Tremendous anticipation all across the college football landscape for this matchup. Great anticipation for a matchup that's only grown as the season has progressed. Now, a top 5 showdown. Both teams trying to make a strong statement here in the midseason. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Bulldogs will kick this away to start us off. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. He'll start at the 25. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Fox. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
The defense does a nice job of forcing the quarterback here to be patient by playing zone. They run a crossing route. Defense is there, but not able to break up the catch.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Gets the ball up as he... It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And that big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. A new set of downs after that completion. The shotgun running play call. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quick throw misses his mark there. Incomplete. 7th play of the opening drive. They've moved it, but now face a 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain on the pitch and catch.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's 3rd and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one. And now they're in business.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line. Eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Trying to extend the play. And he throws the ball out of bounds there. Smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up 3rd down. After this long drive, you'd hate to settle for a field goal. Can they find the end zone? Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking for 6. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, there's nothing more satisfying for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback that he can trust in these critical areas. Here you are, 3rd and goal. What do? Put the ball in the hands of that quarterback. Whether he runs it in or throws it, you know he's going to make the right decision. Found the matchup, made the throw, and you get a touchdown to open the game.
That mistake sets the offense up at the 40. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. On the move, looking deep, and it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. In the clear at the 25. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the right side. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. With the continuity this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now they get set to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. It'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. On first down, it's play action. Looks to the left, and it's complete.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
Looking to throw it on first down. Makes a quick grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Dogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Dropping back, it's Davis. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The Dogs pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he lofts it deep over the middle. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. And they'll set up for the PAT. With the extra point, they're down 14-7 now. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Missouri 14, Georgia 7.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Second down, they're going to throw it. Catch made on the left side. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
That's the end of the first quarter. Missouri 14, Georgia 7.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looks left and finds his target there. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. So the offense clicking now for building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it just outside the goal line. Coverage team brings down the returner.
And the Georgia offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Football comes out. Defense has got the football.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They're in the right place at just the right time.
And out comes the offense set to take over here. Handoff here from the shotgun. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Tailback takes the handoff again. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Well, the first job here, just hold on to the football. The last drive ended in that fumble. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. The Dogs come to the line in a hurry up. To the air, it's Davis. He's escaping the pocket now. And this is going to be a safety.
Wait a second. You're backed up inside your own 5-yard line, and you go with an empty set? It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It backfires here. I think that's a questionable play call, and it costs you 2 points.
And it's fair caught right about the 45-yard line. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. Play action here on first down. Looking for a deep completion. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. And a huge gain. They finally bring him down at the 11. Missouri now operating in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They prevent the touchdown. Ball be spotted at the 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he throws it away. A smart choice that time, but it will bring up third down. So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Running play called on third and short. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And they will trot out the field goal team here. They'll set up for the chip shot on the left hash mark. And it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Remember the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray and more recently Jake Fromm and, of course, Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Davis. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Can he get there on the ground? He gain picks up the first down, tackled at the 37. The Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry up. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
At the 21-yard line. Unit up for first down.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Running back has it on a screen now. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain. So we reach the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. A handoff from the shotgun. Will he score here? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
Point after, up and good. The kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
26, Georgia, 14.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so it's sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Quick throw complete to the tight end. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kurt.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Oh, that's just a throwaway there on third down. And now a fourth down play coming up. The punt team making their way on the field.
On to punt it away.
And this punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Time running out here in the first half. Wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive in this position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and defense comes down with it.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Caught over the middle. It's Fleming. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. That's a new set of downs, and it's first and goal for the offense. Looking to the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Missouri.
Well, That's just textbook right there. Great timing and recognition by the quarterback. Great route by this receiver. He gave a nice stem to the outside before he went to the post. Perfect timing, tough to defend, and an easy touchdown for this offense.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Turn starts inside the 15. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. This will likely be the last play of the half. The secondary backed up off the ball now. And here's the handoff. Powering through. You make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Mizz going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Georgia, 14.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Number 14, set to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. The gain moves the ball to the 34. Getting set. Here's second down. And the single back takes the handoff. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
And left with no option, just has to throw it away. So after the incompletion, it's second down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And the Bulldogs will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
On the run here. Let's it go. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Short return tackle at the 21, but that's a huge takeaway for this defense. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Short loss on the play, sets up second and long from the 18. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. And the pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. And the punt team now on to kick it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. And the punt goes out of bounds. The officials now will mark the spot. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Off the play fake on first down. Quick throw to the left side. He pulls it in for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, it's a big risk to play man-to-man coverage by this defense, and this time they get caught. Great timing between the quarterback and his receiver. You can see what can happen when that timing is right. Big things can happen.
Short connection to the tight end here.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility, what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Catch hauled in here over the middle. They stop him, but it's a first down. The Dogs looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Here comes a throw from the red zone. He's moving out of the pocket now. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. The offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
The Dogs hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Running toward the end zone, but the defense forces a fumble. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery. Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. Gets back to the line, but no closer to the end zone than that.
Well, they're getting closer, but they're obviously thinking that this is 4-down territory. At this point in the game, trailing the way they are, they've got to come up with a play to put this ball into the end zone.
On 3rd and goal, they've got to cut into this big lead. Probably 4-down territory. It's a quick grab. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs. Lining up to try the extra point. And it's up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
33, Georgia, 21.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16, looking better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Defenses all around the country got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Important 2nd down play coming up.
3:25.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 40. The ball is loose. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble.
Wow, that's just big-time awareness by his teammate to be able to scoop up that ball like it was a ground ball. As a result, the offense retains possession.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Extending the play now.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
2nd down after that previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Finding space at the 20. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
Pitch play to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. So the offense flexing here, Kirk, and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Now that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
Missouri 40, Georgia 21.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. The returner is brought down to start with the next drive.
And Georgia offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Grab down the middle. It's Thompson. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going. The Dogs looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without...
Oh, and he fumbles. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Second down coming up.
Offense getting set. It's second down. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And that is no good. So the lead remains 19 off that miss.
Oh, off the upright there. Boy, he hit it clean. It was end over end. I thought it had a real chance, and the ball just kind of kept moving on him, and then doink, right off the upright.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They are really in a hole here, and that turnover in the last possession did not help. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end.
The 1st down pass complete to the tight end.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Here comes a handoff. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter play. Missouri 40, Georgia 21.
the break offense trying to convert here on third down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
But a huge collision blow delivered there by the linebacker.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Now it's second down here. An inside give now from the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Georgia. It was a foot race, and he won it.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Now the important point after attempt. And the PAT is good.
The kick is good. That makes the score.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Fox. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That run moves the ball across the 40.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Let's go.
Hand off to the right side. He's found some room at the 45. Tremendous toughness here. They've got him, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it about the 27.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Loses 3. Second down coming up.
Good job bleeding the clock on this drive so far. They'll come up on a second down. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. They're going to run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
He's brought down at the 21. Now, fourth down.
So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. And that one is no good. And the lead remains at 12 after the miss.
Missouri.
Now, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Another pick. Wow, that's the fourth tonight. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And looking to throw now on first down. Going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Handoff here from the shotgun. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Punt team ready to boot it away.
On to kick it away.
They'll kick it away here. And the punt will bounce and roll out of bounds. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick in the very first play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Looking to pass. It's Davis. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
At the 38. And that's a first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
It's an out route, the catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. And he'll just get rid of it. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Looking to chuck it again. Quarterback looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the pass is incomplete.
On third and short, the offensive coordinator has his entire playbook open. You could run it or you could throw it. Either one's available. They chose to go through the air here, just not able to hit it.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. They've got him down out near the 40.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And he lofts it toward the sideline. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
This quarterback's got to be so frustrated. He's got an open receiver. He makes a good throw with a good route from his intended target, but this defensive back makes a heck of a play on the ball and knocks it away.
Shotgun formation here on third down. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Boy, a questionable call there on third down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Now you got a big decision here on fourth down and short.
It's fourth down and 4 as they try to keep the drive going. It's a highlight reel diving catch there. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. We'll take a deep shot. One last shot, incomplete, but they wrap up the victory. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.